may go. This is kill capture, so if he is armed and he's a threat, you are clear to neutralize him. If he is unarmed or attempting to surrender, or you can back him into a corner and potentially try to de-escalate. That should be exercised if possible, but you don't have to have the longest of fuses with that. The assault is going to commence from the north side, so we'll start with the assault first, just because that's the most complicated part. It's going to be pretty standard for how we've done it with vehicles in the past, right? There will be a break-off point, so we'll be moving in a 3-vehicle convoy to the release point. X-Ray and Alpha will turn off to the west side here. X-Ray will take up a blocking position on this north side, which is a high wall, and we'll deploy ladders along this wall to cut off any movement from the rest of the compound. While that's going on, Alpha and Bravo will go ahead and push their designated dismount and breach points. Bravo will take building 4, Alpha will take building 3. Bravo will likely then push to 5 and hold there while Alpha pushes to 2. Again, once we get into the compound, just expect to be bounding in teams, exercising our rigs training. But I'm not going to mark up specific buildings and say you're going to be here and this is what you're going to do. As far as we can see, there is the only way between the two sides of the compound are 2 gates right here, kind of near these red dots, as well as a large vehicle gate right here. So if we deem it necessary, we may have you guys blow multiple walls as opposed to going through the gates, because that will kind of funnel the whole team into the north side of the compound. And we'll see if we feel comfortable doing that when the time comes. But be prepared to blow through several walls to get to the target building if needed. Once we secure this first half, X-Ray is going to go ahead and jump the fence or blow a hole in the wall if we can, or use one of the entry points that's already been made. We'll go ahead and occupy building 1 and 9 and continue to cover the rest of the compound while the teams push through the target building. Okay. Once the compound is deemed secure, we'll go ahead and set up security and start conducting SSE. This place is going to be probably very rich with intel, so anticipate being on station pulling security for a very long time. When I say very long, I mean upwards of 20 minutes. One thing that we were not able to ID on the recon last night or at any point prior is the tunnels, or the entrances to the tunnels that have been given to us as possible information with the 5th SFG guys. So we're gonna tear this place up, and we're gonna try to find those. While that's going on, anticipate taking contact from anywhere within the city. It could be very small 1s and 2s, just trying to get involved, right? It could be another concentrated safe house of enemies that are pushing our location, right? While that's going on, Sword's going to be conducting close air support with guns. Anything that they're cleared on would be while avoiding collateral damage. The cities that are marked around, those are high-rise apartment buildings, so they range anywhere from 6 to 10 stories, meaning if you start taking plunging fire inside the compound, immediately start thinking about one of those buildings and just call out which apartment block it is, and we'll get Sword to fucking shred that room with guns. Any questions on the initial assault plan?
Yeah, so what's the difference in priority as far as the main building goes to the rest of the buildings around the compound?
So we're going to hit everything with decent efficiency, but we're going to try to clear everything smoothly the whole way, because again, we don't know where the manholes are. We know that this building is considerably larger and seems to contain more armed personnel in and near it. So we're calling out the target building. But as far as which building is more important, they're all important.
Copy.
Anyone else?
What are we doing the shake body? Are we keeping it, or we?
No, we're keeping it. We're bringing it back with us. Anyone who surrenders is coming back with us. Anyone who's inside the compound is coming back with us.
I'm bringing a couple body bags.
Are there
any time restrictions on SSE?
Time restrictions Once we get there, will be unknown unless the situation dictates that we need to set one and say, hey, we're getting hot, we got to get out of here. We're going to stay as long as we can. Because again, we got to find these tunnels, right, or gather intel that might tell us where the tunnels are. And so this place is probably going to be a gold mine. So be prepared to post up for a good minute.
Has Recon identified any civilian presence?
Yes, but they're all military-age males, so they were all unarmed within the compound, but that doesn't mean they can't become quickly armed.
Understood.
Don't shoot unarmed people, the good guys, but consider unarmed people inside the compound to not be friendly.
You know if they have NVG capability? I did see Recon had a couple of up-armored guys, but I didn't catch any NVG.
We didn't see any NVGs, but we also weren't there at night, so, well, we were kind of there at night.
Any more PMC left?
Not that we saw.
Okay.
So that's actually a good question. One thing to point out, this compound is internally lit very well. So there is a lot of white light as well as the city light. So we anticipate using white lights as opposed to nods when working through the compound. Make sure you have a light on your weapon as well as that fucking headlamp. And then be prepared to switch to nods if you end up in the tunnels, right? But understand that you're not going to be able to see shit under nods if you're fucking looking into the compound. All right. So now to the easy part, which is the infill. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll be jumping on a Chinook and flying up to LZ Prince. The entire area of Kandar has been evacuated specifically for this operation, so there is no civilian or any friendly forces in the area. All right, so we should have complete operational security landing there. Once we've gone to Stage Point Alpha, there'll be 3 vans that'll be hidden in each of these garages for us. They contain some telescopic ladders and other tools that we might need for the initial breach, courtesy of our ROC allies. We'll go ahead and mount up in those vans, X-Ray and 1, Alpha and Bravo, in their own respective vehicles, and we'll roll out of the compound in roughly 5-minute intervals. Okay, the route is marked on the map. You're going right. You're going to follow this road that goes south of the airfield there, which is going to be a restricted area at this time for air and ground assets. We go ahead and follow this southern road and then jump onto the nope, you're not going to go here. You're going to go left. You're not going to cross this bridge. You're going to go left and then come south. RV Bark is a large safe house garage. Go ahead and pull the vehicles in there and just wait for everyone to get there. But we're going to try to slowly get the entire element, which is about 15 to 16 guys, into the town without raising any eyebrows. Once we've got everyone there, we can confirm that SOAR is set, ready to rock, fueled up. We'll go ahead and initiate our assault, which means we'll go ahead and pull out in a 3-vehicle convoy, pretty much as close as we can be, moving it pretty much as quickly as we can while being safe, taking the route and taking an obscured route so that we can't be seen from the compound until we pull up on this last block. All right, so understand that this left turn here, pushing to the RP, if you're going to gun it, that's going to be the time to gun it. Okay, but in theory, there should be no more than about 30 seconds where we're on the road in a 3-vehicle combi. Everyone tracking?
Tracking. What's the purpose of Safe House A?
Safe House A was used for the recons. That's just a marker, but that could be a position to go to if we come into contact and have to move.
Roger.
Anyone else?
What are the marked points around the compound? Portland, Oakland, etc.
So those are high-rise apartment buildings ranging anywhere from 6 stories to 10 stories. So those will be used as, if you're taking fire inside the compound and you think it's from an elevated position, and you can say, hey, I think they're in fucking Savannah, right? We'll send that up and then air can get on it and get better eyes on.
Copy.
Or if we're getting pushed out of the objective, I can say, hey, like rally at Oakland. Right, and take your team, make your way to Oakland. So they're kind of dual purpose, but they're really just more quick reference points. Okay, Bob, what do you have for SOAR?
Yeah, we're going to be delivering you guys to LZ prints in some low observable aircraft we got our hands on, and then we're going to head back. And the gunbirds are going to hold at holding area Cherokee, southeast of the town, and then wait for calls when that happens. We'll have 2 DAPs available, I think. Hold points Esther, Serena, and Wanda. I'm going to give them a little bit of flexibility to pick a spot that gives them good viz on you guys and on anything coming in or out that might give you a problem, especially on exfil. And then we're going to have the Chinook staged at Bush Lurker, so that should be no more than a minute away when you need it.
Perfect. All right. Does anyone have any questions?
So a couple of those holding points are inside restricted airspace. So I take it there is no restriction inside that airspace.
Correct. Just the just around the
Airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, airport, sorry.
So everyone keep your finger on the countermeasure button because there might be a man-pit threat.
So recommend that just west of Portland be considered as the primary LZ for a Chinook. We can try other places, but Glendale down here looks like it's got an awful lot of vegetation in it. The other positive about if we go on the west side of Portland is Portland itself gives you some cover. So I noticed we don't have a exfil LZ yet, so that would be my recommendation right now.
Yeah, Raj. So we'll set up a couple emergency LZs around. For the exfil plan is we're going to initially try to drive if we can, just because of the threat to birds coming in a city like that. But if we can't drive or if we have to get picked up by bird, we're going to try to get to the outskirts of the city, so that we can alleviate a little bit of the threat. And we'll probably try to hold up in wherever the medium point high-rise building is, and then put the bird behind us. So if we had to post up on the south, we'll go Glendale and put you guys fucking here and then run or something.
Well, the good news is with this Dry River Valley right here, we've got a approach route that's pretty much covered.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll try to fall west if we do.
Question about the alternative LZ, alternative exfil. If we end up having to take a bird out, are we going to BIP the vehicles in place, or are we just leaving them there?
We can leave them there. There's nothing sensitive in there except for ladders. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Go ahead and get your team squared away. We'll get together, get lined up before we step off here. But if you have any questions, bring it up while we're out the box.
Okay, small arms range for departure.
Frank, where you at?
I'm into DAP.
Anybody talk to 2-3 lately?
I am into DAP.
There's 2 DAPs.
Okay, I'm on the eastern DAP.
Okay, so we went through the briefing with the ground guys. Pretty straightforward. CLZ black. One of us, either you or me, are going to get called off of go pick up the Chinook, which is going to be over at Bush Lurker for the pickup. We should get that call hopefully as soon as they start moving to LZ Black, which is right now is the primary.
All right, Thunderflight, this is 2-1. Mission launch will be me and 2-7 in the special aircraft, and you guys with the DAPs behind us, and you can go straight to your points. 2-2, I'm thinking you could set up at Wanda. 2-3, you could set up at probably Esther. That'd give you better eyes. I think Serena might be too far away, but that's your call.
Alright, I'm Esther.
Okay, well, that was the only thing I think.
2-7, you have a mouse menu that can open the side doors.
Alright, well, I'm going to get my aircraft.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys had another briefing after the briefing.
Well, the JTAX came over. It was pretty straightforward. No surprises, really.
Okay.
Let me see, what else?
Negative, no side doors. 4-1, this is 2-1. We're ready to board at the small arms range.
The little birds are going to be probably doing mostly south and north runs. I think that was the only thing they said.
Okay.
Cool. Let me go get this thing cranked up.
Alright.
Two and 3, I'm assuming you're already pre-flighting.
Yeah, I've got APUs running. I just wanted to make sure that I had the flare running. It's running.
We lift, we're on your 6. We're going to lift and go over your head, and then turn left down the ramp, then you just pick up after us.
Yeah, roger.
Boss, our anti-collisions are not IR. Hey firm, as soon as we clear the runway, we'll turn everything off. Hey firm.
So you can spool up the FLIR with just the APU?
Affirmative.
Oh, by the way, Richie, I haven't briefed the route, but we're taking Route 1. And I know there's a Y junction south of the Bush Liquor, but we're going to be following the west route. Hey firm. They're forming up now. 2141, confirm Viper 1-1 element is boarding in 1 times Chinook, over. Negative, you're boarding in 2 times special mission aircraft in the small arms range. Copy, 2 special missions aircraft, small arms range, IPID 21 and 27. Correct, Donald?
Clears up on 2.
Alpha, go ahead and bring it behind Bravo.
All right, I'm taking channel Delta for lasers.
I'll stick on Alpha, I guess.
You actual Viper 1-1 moving aboard. Copy that, waiting for you. Here they come. 2142, confirm you have Alpha. 2-1 has Alpha, yeah, 2-7 is Bravo. We are 8+3 capacity, we're 11. Two 7 acknowledge. You're heading towards me. I'm the rear bird. You might be losing connection. Dutch is out of team speak at this time. 4121, be advised, 42 is out of team speak at this time. 42 acknowledges. Hey, 2322, do you keep your fuel up or ammo count?
The MFD has ammo on it, so I put my fuel page up on my FMS.
Okay.
So we got 2 special lift birds inserting. They're going to go back and change out to gunbirds, little birds. Is that a bush lurker or all the way back here to the airfield?
All the way back here.
Okay, they're going all the way back to the airfield. That's the time distance thing. So we're on station at Esther and Serena. So we're the only game in town until they come in.
Hey, firm, hopefully nothing will happen as they do the route, the drive in. They're not expecting anything. But hopefully the two little birds will be at the whole point before the game starts.
Yeah, okay, no, understood. And you're one of us. I would recommend you take the Chinook because you're at Serena. You're closer to Bushlurker, less round trip time. Assuming, of course, it's at Bushlurker. Is that correct?
The 47 is supposed to be at Bushlurker, and assuming the boss is good with that plan, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, Roger.
Just waiting for you guys up there.
I think, Frank, you got more ordnance than I do, so maybe we'll just have to take a look at what the ordnance count is when it comes time.
Okay, Roger. 57 APKWS is here and 330 millimeter.
Yep. I've got 19, 330, and the bajillion 762.
Yeah, Bob, you got. I think we cut you off. You want us to spool up?
No, not yet. We had a couple disconnections, so we're waiting out to come back.
Okay, Roger.
Frank, on the MFD, where are we seeing the ammo count? Right now I've got the FLIR view up.
Yeah, when you're on the weapons mode, you'll see your weapons array at the bottom center. This.
I have it now.
Okay.
I put up on the TAC, I put up the map mode and use the satellite imagery, so it's actually got the map if you want it.
Yeah, Roger.
I think Dutch is back. I got 5 souls on board, told to spool. Yep, I've got 8 on board. I've got 8 packs on board. Let's spool them up. 7. 2-2 spooling.
Yeah, 2-3 spool.
Good RPM. 7's ready. 1 and 7 are lifting. Three, I'll go after. I'll go out first.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right now. Good, actually, this is 4-1. Mission is green lit. You are cleared to disembark. 7 overhead. 4-1-2-1, copy that. We're launching time now. Okay. Not lifting. Descending to taxi height. 2-3, go. Going on the active. $40. Going 60.
All right, I'm ditching the taxiway and linking up with you.
Copy that. Going 80. Like. Alright, 1 is up to 95. I'm going to try to control my speed, but I think I'll just bleed it off on the climb. Alright, I'm climbing. I'm down about 85 now. Alright, sorry, I picked up a lot of speed. I'm going to reduce collective as I descend down here. Brack, you gonna turn off?
Yeah, all right, thanks for reminding me.
Good luck. Turning.
call 4-2. Just be advised, once we've all landed, Copeland's going to backload in, so be ready for environmentals.
Passing Mickey's fob.
Seven, this is one. As soon as I clear this saddle, I'm going to do a right turn. 7. The inside gear down.
Two, 3, 2, 2. You want to take the east and north?
Yeah, I was going to pass Serena, then continue to the northeast.
Copy. I'm set at Wanda.
Yeah, roger.
I'm going to button hook right a little bit, Richie, and then flare in. Acknowledged. Seven's on deck. One's empty, lifting. Left turn. Move away from the bird. 10's lifting. Go ahead and move east. Light. 3-4, this is 1 and 7. We've dropped them off. We're heading home. Copy. 4-2, this is Thunder 2-2. Set. Wanda. Just practicing. 4-2. Under 2-2, set, Wanda.
2-2, 4-2 copies.
Seven, I'm going pretty quick here. I'm going to slow down some. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up. 115.
Four two two three set Esther.
Decrease 42, copy. HPS, sir. Field in sight. Pivot. Starting my decel, gear down. 7. Holding 100 over the keys. We all in? Turning left off the active.
Actually, this is 4-1. We're going to be attaching IR strokes to the vans.
Copy that. We're right in the small arms range right where we started. 7. On deck.
Thunder 2-1, Thunder 2-2.
Last station calling 2-1. I've got loud engine noises. Stand by 1. Go for 2-1.
Roger, this is 2-2, observing LZ Black. Several large trees in the AO. Aircraft might fit. The riverbed directly west from LZ Black looks tenable.
Copy all. Let's take this up to Bush Liquor and we'll sit until they're at bark and then we'll get staged. Paper. Rolling. Lifting. Here we go. Like, going for 60. Going for 80. I'm at your 4. Four two two one.
2-2.
Last call, San Diego, your last.
4-1, this is 2-1. Little Birds have departed the field. We're going to go to Bush Lurker and stage until you get to bark.
Dude, this is 4-2, send it.
You would for one acknowledges copy.
Have one vehicle moving north on the road. I'm assuming that's one of us.
Hey, firm, we're currently in a white-green...
2-2, that should be friendly. 1-1 Alpha, grid
Copy, eyes
107,
on
southwest of the
moving
airport.
north
picture clean at this time.
7, I'm at full collective right now. I'm doing about 93.
Hey firm, can I get
Last
your
call,
position? This is 4-1, you have friendlies at grid 107, 170, 1-1 Alpha moving north, northeast.
Showing them as on.
Okay, just making sure.
Thunder 2-2 has eyes on picture clean.
Copy that.
Copy 2-2, friendlies should have strobes on their vehicle.
2322, be advised, lead vehicle, single vehicle is nearing the south end of the runway. Time now.
Yeah, I'm observing the van, and I do see the strobe.
Seven one, I'm decelling.
Also observing second van making its way into the AO.
There's an LZ on the right. I'll take the LZ in the middle.
Different. 2 has eyes on.
I think the one on the right doesn't have refuel. Only one of them does, but we can grab these 2 square ones and just park them for now.
Actually, this is 4-1. You have 3 friendly vehicles moving past Stage Point Alpha. Break. Spread out across the 2.5 kilometer radius.
Station
2, I've
14
got last one.
coming in broken, unreadable.
Four one two one.
Alright, third van in sight. Observing all 3 now.
Everyone, this is 4-2. I can relay message.
4221, just letting you know the Little Birds are established at Bush Liquor waiting for your arrival at Bark, at which point we'll set up in the holding zone.
4-2 copies, all will relay.
Tier 3, you still got the lead van?
Yep, affirmative.
Okay, I'll switch off to second.
Yeah, lead van just crossed the bridge.
Is under 2-2. 2-2 send. 4-1. Hey, be advised, whoever's in the trail vehicle's got a lead foot. They're catching up with metal vehicle. Don't know if that's a concern or not.
All right,
Copy,
the
2-2, I'll
lead
relay.
van is now at the safe house.
Copy.
I mean, I think all three of those vehicles are our guys.
Confirm they are, but they want to try and keep separation. And last vehicle's catching up with the second one.
D241 message relayed Tango Mike.
4-2 arrived at RV Park.
Go ahead and get some light security around. Try not to make you guys yourselves too visible.
Tier 3, you want to cover Chalk 2 and I'll take Chalk 3 now.
Yeah, roger.
The rest of us, let's go ahead and button up except for the main entry door here on the right hand side or the west side.
Hope you're good.
Roger, I'm good. On the next race vehicle.
Hey, no tripping tonight.
It's pulling.
Two-7, FYI, I've got the radar on my other screen. Shall we?
Let's.
Going forward over the trees. And turning right. Four two two one Thunder copies Ekar's message. We're rolling time now.
Second van just crossed the bridge.
Oh, just let us know when to open these doors.
They're about to enter.
You actual 4-1, Viper 1-1 Bravo is RV Park.
Okay, second van is at the safe house.
Open. 1 and 7 are moving to Cherokee.
Close the small one first.
I'm trying to.
2122 interrogative.
Go.
They give you any idea how long they're going to be at the safe house before they start moving?
I don't expect very long. They're going to be moving on foot from there, to my understanding.
Okay, I'm just wondering if there's a time where 22 and 23 should break station in interval and go and top off.
How you doing on gas?
Good question.
Yeah, FMS has me at an hour, over an hour still.
Same here.
Okay. When we get to bingo, you can, we'll trade them out.
Copy.
Two actualists 4-1, Viper 1-1 X-ray is RV Bark. All friendly is RV Bark.
4121, copy that. 21 and 27 are en route to Cherokee. Time now.
Copy 2127 Cherokee.
Hey, Prim, go ahead and bring it back in. Get loaded up.
Alright, my altitude hold got stuck there.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Likewise.
We're just gonna come to a hover.
Safer.
Choker 4-1, this is Thunder 2-1. 2-1 and 2-7 are now established at Cherokee.
212741 copies all Cherokee.
Switchy, I think I mistakenly only gave myself one gun. Well, if you need to, you can always go back and switch it out real quick. I think it's going to be hard to burn through 3,000 rounds on this.
Two, three, two, two. Are you seeing any movement on the objective at all?
No, not at the objective. I see statics armed, but they've already got those marked on the map.
Okay, I'm not even seeing those.
Stations is 4-2, taking command of air. 4-1 has to swap his bag for a ladder at this time, break. 2-1 come in, over.
2-1, I have you 5x5.
Roger, same. We're doing a final mission brief. Break. ETA till step off. 2 mics.
Copy, step off 2 mics.
Alright, 2322. All the roofs around the objective seem to be clear to me.
Yeah, if you guys have any strobes or air attempts to attach, go and do so.
Yeah, the multi-story vehicle buildings are clear to me as well.
It's good to hear.
Go ahead and keep it to IR strobe, or not IR strobe, sorry, IR chems. If you don't have any, I have some in my pack.
Yeah, 2223. I got a hotspot on the northwest corner of Building 5. It's blocked. The building's blocking from my position or my direction. Any luck from your direction?
Stand by.
Any final questions on the tentative plan?
2342.
23.
23, do you have eyes on the MSR leading east to west past Boston and Seattle? Over.
Affirmative.
Roger, I'm gonna need an all clear as soon as we end up at the last turn. Break. Give you a 30-second call. Over.
23 standing by.
One relay from 4-1, be advised. Leadership is carrying IR strobes, everybody else is carrying IR campus break. Do not see any flashing. There could be a leadership down. Over.
Copy all.
Dutch, advise King that I'll call for a 30-second all clear on the last turn.
Two, three, two, two. I'm not seeing anything on 5. There's a thermal water jug and some, looks like some array up there, but I'm not seeing any people.
Yeah, roger.
We're gonna be behind Bravo.
All right, all 3 vans are moving.
Seen.
Call 1-1, moving out to OBJ.
Copy, we show you en route.
Free, confirm, all clear.
All clear.
Seven, safe fuel state.
70%.
Copy, you're gonna be the first but guy to go back. I'm at 77.
Yeah, I'm the same, sorry.
Guys, looks like they're at RP.
You two has eyes on.
As do 3.
That's yours now.
Well, 1 stick.
Groups in contact.
On the corner, first panel.
Copy, let's push west, push west. Charlie up front. Execute, execute. Push to the ladders on X-rays located.
One failed breach, moving to X-rays position, break. Taking contact from building, bot, break.
I'm lifting.
Shots possibly from northwest.
Taking
Higher
contact
altitude.
from
Up and over,
building,
boys.
Seattle, south side, top level.
Got a man down coming up this wall. Be careful.
You pick that up?
I did
I'm
not.
looking.
Seattle, south side, top floor.
Is that a go?
I can't tell. I mean, he made the statement, so I imagine he wants you to take it.
Looking, I'm not seeing anything there.
4221, confirm your last call.
Yeah, I don't either.
We have a field breach in Alpha's pause break.
Nothing seen from the east side.
2-1, I say again, we are taking contact from building Seattle northwest, unknown position at this time.
Hey, I've got them. They're
Roger
on the
that.
top floor, east side, middle windows.
Copy that.
I'll put laser on.
Clear. Start moving to 3. Last man,
Okay,
plug that
can't get
fucking
over.
entry right there on our right.
Laser's on. Two one two two. I've got my laser on. Do you want me to engage, or you want me to just laser for you?
We haven't gotten clearance to shoot yet. I don't really have eyes on your laser in the nods, though.
Made it over, but I'm crippled.
4222. Over.
4-2.
Roger. Targets are on top floor, east side, middle 2 windows. My laser's on them now.
Copy, cleared hot on guns.
1 copies rolling.
Tandem, boss.
I mean, why not?
And top floor, middle 2 windows from the east side.
East side, middle 2 windows, top floor, copy.
Bling now.
Confirm you're inbound.
1 is inbound. Eyes on target.
Be advised, gunner's down at this time. Heading up at building 5. X-ray still finding their way to the southern side of the entry to make their way inside.
1 is off south.
Copy,
Joy on.
1. Stand by for BJ.
4227
Take
inbound
this time
also.
to go ahead and treat anything we
Copy,
need to.
27.
1 negative effect.
3, how's the east looking?
Yeah,
Outbound cold.
that was a tough shot.
Copy, 27.
2127 recommends you make southern, direct north-south
42 is obscured
on
by the
building
tree break.
Seattle.
Lies on the west side of building Seattle.
You mean south to north?
That is what I meant to say, yes.
Okay.
4221, I missed
I
your
think
last.
the windows are south facing. I don't have eyes on.
I have
from
no
the-
eyes on the west side of building Seattle break. Not confirmed the BDA.
42, this is 22. I have eyes on west side. Negative contact on the west side. 2 contacts on building Seattle. Center, top floor, and to the east. Over.
Copy, top floor, center building, is east break.
They're facing south. On the eastern half of the building.
Copy that.
And also be advised there's several civilian folks running around down on the ground as well.
I would be surprised all the noise we just made.
status of King? Oh, can you check for me?
You guys reattacking, or what's the plan?
I didn't get an explicit order to reattack.
Two 4-2, any more additional activity?
4-2, this is 2-2. You still have both gunners in those windows up there. They don't appear to be shooting right now, but they are still there, over.
Roger that, 2-2. What's your munitions at this time, over?
2-2 has 7.62 break, 5,000 rounds, 330 mic, and 19 APKWS, over.
I copies 5,000 rounds, 7.62, 300 rounds, 30 mil, 19 APKWS break. You go live again, you're cleared hot on 2 bursts of 30 mils on that top deck, over.
Okay, I'll break station and try and go to World Air.
Copy, advisement in position.
2-2 will be setting up for a run from the south to north.
Clear that south to north.
Alright, 2-2 is off Wilma.
Wouldn't the little birds be more responsive?
Yeah, they would. They took the shots. They, I don't know, 2-1, do you want to go ahead and have me reset? You guys do it, or you want me to go ahead and do it?
No, why don't you take the next hit on this? See if the 30 mic does any. Looks like King got DC'd.
Alright, I'm spiraling down now at altitude.
Richie, what did you think of that last run we did?
Not too bad. It was just, I couldn't see the lays.
Four 2-2's inbound guns.
Contact right through the fucking gate. Contact left. Need one to push down this hallway with me. The rest contain that right side and
I'm hearing that.
threshold on the right.
Vehicle inbound. Where from? East. MSR.
Heard bad. Proceed.
Copy.
That looked good, Al. There's 221, you have a potential vehicle inbound from the east.
Copy that. Hostile?
Unknown.
Copy that. Eyes on. Direction, keep eyes on, break. Your hostile intent, you cleared hot type 3 control.
Copy that. Richie, you got eyes on him?
Behind a building at the moment.
Alright, if you get squirrely, he's yours.
A firm.
Is he already in town?
He came down the MSR from east to west.
Yeah, a bunch of heat signatures just came out of the east. I don't know if they're civilians
742,
or
what's your
what.
current pause?
27 is current grid 139158.
Yeah, no joy on that vehicle. I'm looking all over the place under flare and I don't see anything moving.
Copy that, 27, eyes on.
Okay, 2-2's reset to 1.
Are you seeing that hot signatures around 131175?
Let me look. 131175.
That's the last place I saw that vehicle.
422127 has eyes on him. He's static behind a structure right now. He's not doing anything threatening.
Roger.
That's just northeast of Seattle.
Correct, I got my lays on where I think he is, but there's a building in my way.
Yeah, I don't see a hot spot.
From that's the last spot I saw that vehicle. That's where it stopped.
Hey, stand by, stand by. We're gonna breach this first.
Hope that was outgoing.
Okay, you heard me earlier. There's dismounts that came in from the east. They're making their way towards the objective.
If you can get a grid, call Dutch.
Uh, 4223. I've got dismounts coming in from the northeast. Red marker 0. They came in from the east. Can't tell if they're armed or if they're civilians, but they're making their way towards the objective.
As soon as you see any hostile intent, you're cleared hot, break. The guns, if not possible, one-time APKWS, over.
Roger that. You guys see that? Red marker 0.
Yep,
I got
I'm
eyes on the
looking at
lead
it.
guy.
Okay, MSR, east-west MSR, just north of the minaret. One of them is crossing now.
A firm. He just went inside the building. He's definitely making his way. He's definitely armed.
Well, type 3. Are you guys inbound, or do I need to take this?
Nova and I gonna stay back. Bravo's gonna flow in behind you.
She lead me in. Hey for boss.
Now just on the east side, correction, west side of the minaret.
Boss, they're heading westbound inside. Let's go.
Two, 3, 4, 2.
2-3.
3, we seem to have audible gunfire from building Portland to the west. Break. Eyes on.
You say to the west, I got guys to the east.
Copy, but I also have audible gunfire on the Portland building. Over.
Looking, 2-1 and 2-7 are taking care of the guys on the east side.
I'm gonna hit Portland.
Break. The 2 shooters in Portland are still active.
Copy that.
2-1 is rolling on Portland.
Okay, no eyes on Portland.
2-3,
Looking for
my
muzzle
aircraft
flashes.
is pitching horribly. I tried Control W. Is there anything else?
Control Tango.
One's out southwest. I'm inbound on the guys to the east.
4-2 is internal break.
That didn't do it.
3, what's the status on those contacts?
You need to be heads up. Those contacts to the east are still in about in the area. The one at Portland, no eyes on Portland.
Copy that.
Man
2-7,
pad in
flex
there.
to break.
Be advised,
Sure.
man pads.
If you find him, let him know. Let me know. I'll put a APKWS down his throat.
4221, I just got painted and I had a missile just go near miss me. I think it's coming from Portland, I'm not sure.
Copy that, 2-1.
27 out, east cold. Oh. I'm gonna land at Cherokee and check this bird out. No. In fact, I may have to go back for repair.
East facing side of Portland, I don't see any hot spots.
4221 is returning to Bush Liquor for repair. I'll be back shortly.
Copy, I tell your last one-time painted break. Guys, I have no eyes on. I'm currently inside the building, second deck.
Understood.
It's your best judgment.
Okay, I see
Still
a
have 2
bunch of
we
3
still have
guys.
2 shoot. 4-2, 2-2. We still have 2 shooters, top deck, 4th floor on building Portland.
Alright, be advised, he's inside now. He has no eyes out there.
Alright, whose authority is it to do something other than guns?
Roger, 2-2. Be advised, I'm internal of the building. I have no eyes on any break.
Yeah, we're type 3. Listen,
Your
I
best
just
judgment.
shot an APKWS at a bunch of bad guys.
No.
Okay, 4-2, copy. Going gun. I'm going to a rock.
Rifle. Rifle.
Oh, can you read me? Stone, you good? Stone, check in.
2-2 is rifle.
Nova, check in. I'm green. I'm looking for Stone. He fucking face through the wall. Roger.
To his rifle again.
Yeah, let's announce that on air to ground, so both air and ground know we got missiles in the air.
Copy. Break. 2-2. Both shooters, Portland, KIA.
Copy that. Both shooters, Portland, KIA. Break. Two 7, I have eyes on you. Can you move closer towards Glendale and Savannah? Break. Get eyes on Red 0. See if they're hostile. Break. We currently have a lot of casualties. Treating time now.
4227, item men at Red 0 break. Moved up to closer to your... How copy?
Copy. You got any more eyes on? Direction?
Oakland, you green. Guys, once they go in those tunnels, they won't hear us.
Rifle.
Copy rifle.
You green.
Rifle.
2-3 rifle.
Copeland, no, not coming out.
Roger, no solid. 2-2 rifle.
Two 3 rifle.
Stations confirm PDA when able.
Two rifle.
Dutch Virgin.
Yes, send it.
We're being enveloped from the northeast and west. Did building 9 and 1 have been cleared?
2322. Roger.
Go ahead.
27 has eyes on 1 times EI by the minaret to the north side of the minaret.
North side of the minaret by the MSR. No hotspot seen. Stand by.
Whoever's lays that is almost dead on.
Okay, let's go to building 9.
Still got him?
I do. But he's hidden behind a wall.
He's moved.
2-3 rifle.
Up 2-3.
Let's push top building 9.
4-2, 2-2.
Near blue 2. Got him.
142 urgent.
This is 2-2. I'm not sure we got 2-1 on the line right now.
Put that 2-2. Relay to 211 able. Break. Have eyes on one time IDAP ambulance. Break. Currently looks to be mounted with chemicals. Looks like explosives. Break. Requesting at least 1 bird to ISR the IDAP camp at this time. Over.
Okay, 2-2 is in position to observe IDAP camp. We'll pass to 2-1.
Hey, Alpha, let's push. Be advised, 2-1's on the ground at Bushlick Ride to do a tail rotor landing.
Roger, they're calling for an observation of the IDAP camp break. They think there's somebody with explosives over there. I'm looking now.
Alright, I'm gonna take a guy out. Looks like he's got a big tube on his back.
Confirm PDA on target.
2-3 rifle.
3 rifle.
Two 3 rifle.
4222 observing IDAP camp. Negative contact on vehicle with explosives.
Good hit, Frank.
Yeah,
Roger
that first
that.
guy
It's a
had
white
what looks
van,
like a
Marked
stinger
ambulance at the
too.
bottom, IDAP at the back, break. We're currently inside the compound. This one's here. Request you mark all IDAP ambulances at the IDAP camp, over.
22, we'll go.
Three, 4-2, message over.
2-1's fixed. I'm going to be airborne shortly.
I'm not able to get any
311 is requesting ISR south of the city. Suspected IDF inbound. Over.
Roger, can you see the entry points to the compound?
Okay, ISR South, suspected IDF.
That's a negative. Walls are too high.
Scanning is south of the AO in the hills nearby, and no hotspot seen. Continuing to observe.
Roger, 2-7, you read me?
2-7.
2-7, you got confirmed hits on those targets you hit, break? If so, can you PID their equipment, over?
2-3 took those shocks. One looked like he had a tube on him.
Roger.
Yeah, that might have been the man-pad guy. I couldn't tell, but it looked kind of different from a regular RPG.
Frank, Blue 3, there's a dude in that
Copy
building.
that.
Okay, Blue 3, stand by. Two, 3 rifle.
Copy, 2-3.
I'm missing all the fun.
Okay, Blue 3.
All stations, Jackpot.
2-3, roger.
2-2.
Yep.
Roger, Stone's carry.
I think you got him, Frank, but I can't tell from this angle.
No, I got him. He was there just standing there.
Nice, good shot.
Hey, 2322, I disregard. Guys I shot were in Seattle, not in Portland. Four two two two.
4-2.
All vehicles in IDAP base marked.
Ali, do you read the JSOC message, over?
Reading now.
4221, I'm back in the AO.
Any suspicious individuals, break?
I'm back in Cherokee, 1,800 feet. Four two two one is with you.
2-1, did you read the JSOC message, over?
That is an A-firm.
Predad, assist 2-2, break. 2-3-2-7, what's your fuel time, over?
Stand by.
Al, where you want me?
And by your call on,
27's at 40%, approximately 20 minutes of playtime.
your call on fuel, not the ground
Yeah,
guys.
2-3 has 20 minutes before heading back.
Hey, Nova, if you're not busy.
Copy,
wanna
both
take this guy and
stations,
put him on
RTB
first
to
floor,
bush
Building 6.
lurker time now, refit, refuel, break.
Roger, is that the main building?
Gotta tell him that's not his job.
Don't worry about it, Al.
Reset, HP.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay? Okay, I
Reset,
will.
HP, Wanda, report when on station.
Okay, we'll check in at Wanda. Okay,
Get over here, I might
am
be
I
passed
good to
out.
go?
Let Richie go first, he's low.
Yeah, Roger.
Alright, Al, I'm supposed to assist you. What are you doing?
I'm looking for people on the MSR heading into town from the airfield, I guess.
Copy that.
Any specific pads at Bush Lurker for ammo and fuel?
Yeah, the service pad, the big one, has a fuel bladder and a ammo box or repair box.
Roger.
27's in at Bush looking for rearm refuel full collective.
Yeah, 4223, area immediate vicinity objective is still clear of hotspots, continuing to observe. Yeah, I don't know where the IDAP camp is, but something in the JSOC message said something about keeping an eye on it.
I've already marked it up. I took a look at it and marked everything down.
I see it. It's just past the hangars where we used to park on the far side of the ramp.
Stations in the city, advise on any targets, moving on to our compound break.
Are you taking contact up there? Are you good?
Good.
Roger.
All is hostile until otherwise over.
2-3, Roger.
Doing.
Leave it Charlie on radio, check Alpha.
Took out one individual outside the wire break to the northeast. He was dressed as a civilian. It was a suicide bomber. Be careful.
Copy.
Everybody agree? Go for it.
Seattle looks clear. Portland looks clear. Thermal.
Confirm Seattle.
New York looks clear. Also Boston.
The one you see my list. The of.
Stand by, let me go in IR mode.
Alright, boys, what's your
Think vicinity of Savannah.
Prioritize, I got a minute and a half. Apologies.
Yeah. Negative, unless it's, I think I see it. If it's like the targeting laser, I probably don't see it.
Find that ambulance.
Okay. There's something there that I can't really see, and I can't tell.
Chemicals and
Somebody with a gun or a bush.
and a live ordnance.
Copy that. Savannah doesn't have any east or west facing windows, so they may have to get up to the roof to put fire down.
27. Check.
He's on the ground floor. He's
Yeah,
on the
this is
ground
2-3.
just
Go
to
ahead.
the southeast.
2-3, we're gonna need an escort from the compound to the IDAP camp when able. Recommend either you or 2-7 break off to our south. Break.
Does he even know who's here?
It's overhead near Glendale. We're gonna move out to the north towards the airfield. Break. Request about a 500 to 600 meter elevation above us. Over.
Yeah, copy all. Just be advised, 2-7 went back to Bush Lurker to go ahead and rearm, refit. I'm still on station to rotate back, so when he gets back on station, he will be your escort.
Roger that.
Be advised, 2-1 is also here.
Copy that, 2-1. Break.
The flashlight.
2-1, confirm airframe AH-6.
That's a firm.
Roger, 5,000 rounds, save 6-2.
A firm.
Copy that. You'll be cleared hot on any MAMs moving around the vehicles. Type 2.
Copy, type 2. I see you guys moving.
Roger, we're still finishing up SSE. We have Jackpot break. We're going to use all 3 trucks to move back to the IDAP camp.
Be advised, we saw movement around Savannah, so keep your eyes open.
Don't touch.
Yep.
Got possible contacts around Savannah to our east.
Bring them up at the IDAP now?
Dutch, me and Copeland moving out east, building 3, trying to get eyes on.
Well, I'm going to hold tight and I'm going to kind of follow them as they move. Still mostly around the camp. Around the target building, rather.
I'm observing them as well.
2142.
Go for 1.
Oh, we got audible gunfire from Portland.
Copy, rolling in.
Scene.
Rolling in.
One guy north side of Portland, close to the edge.
Roger, cleared hot, cleared hot.
I don't know if you're going to be able to make that in, Bob, but go ahead and give it a try. If not, I'll put an APKWS on him.
Copy.
But he's on the north side, hugging the north wall.
Dutch, those are good hits.
1 off.
Good hits on target. We attack when able.
2-3 rifle.
Copy, right.
Alright, target's down.
Nice work.
Advise, friendly
If we have
vehicle
any
moving around
HVIs or
east side of our
casualties, let's go
compound.
ahead and drag them towards the center alley. Go ahead and stay in the security room, you guys.
I just got some very accurate small arms that I couldn't hear the muzzle flash.
We're disarming these charges on his IDAP.
Did you know where it was coming from?
Multiple charges on here.
Well, I don't know that it was small arms. It could have been 23, Mike.
Okay.
I'm terrain included right now.
Break 2127. All players, this is Joker 4-1 back on channel 15.
Okay, Richie, if you're back on station, I'm going to go ahead and RTB and rearm refit.
2327, I found the refuel, but I couldn't find the rearm.
I may have to help.
Advise on BDA.
Yeah, 4223, that one contact north side of Portland is eliminated.
Copy that. See if you can get eyes on their equipment, over.
You're en route for fuel, aren't you, Frank?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, when I took that guy down, there next to him is what looks like to have a long tube. So I imagine that might be a man pad.
7, are you still at the
Roger.
refuel
Did you
spot?
catch him on thermals, over?
Negative, en route back.
That's affirmative. 2-1 tried to get him on a gun run with a little bird. Angle was not sufficient. I had a clear shot, so I took it.
This break. Southeast entry to the compound. We're gonna be retrieving our vehicle and bringing it around the front. Fuck, I can't talk.
All right, I'm RTB.
I'll go with you.
2-3 is RTB for rearm refuel.
Roger that. 2-7 on station.
2-7's not on station yet. You got 2-2 and 2-1 break.
Yeah, Richie, your position?
2-2 is observing a number of
Almost
people
at the holding area for
vicinity of the front or the north
All right, just report in
entrance
when able.
into the IDAP camp. They seem to be just standing there. Does not look to have anybody armed. Otherwise, situation normal at IDAP.
Roger, be advised we're looking for individuals carrying backpacks. Break. Of course, you marked them, over.
Okay, from my position, I am unable to ascertain whether they're wearing backpacks or not. You want me to move in?
Negative, stay on site, break. If you can switch positions, though. For anybody that's individual away from a pack.
Copy.
What's your pulse?
We're gonna bring the Vector on the front. Just go and stay there.
4227 on station, holding area Cherokee.
Copy. Move into Glendale with 2-1 break. Stay overhead about 500-600 meters break. High security as we move our VIX up to the front of the compound and start moving towards the IDAP camp, over.
Center of knowledge is forming up in 2-1. 2-1 copies, rolling to Glendale.
Copy. Try to get eyes on the east of Savannah if possible, over.
Yep, Roger, I'm right over there right now.
Be advised, 2 of our trucks are about to pass to the front of the compound.
I'm getting
Shots
small arms.
west, Copeland, Oakland.
Where are you getting them from? Left, right, east, south, north?
Getting from south of Portland.
Okay, I'm at the alley.
Okay, let me stop and I'll take a look.
Small arm single shot coming from around Oakland.
Copy. Eyes on type 3 on guns.
Copy, type 3 on guns. I'm gonna wait till I see a muzzle flash and I'll smoke him. I think that was him, but I don't know.
I'm looking.
Everybody mount up in the Vic.
Richie, I'm going to maintain a left-hand orbit about 1,300 feet. I got eyes on you. Where you at, Cope?
They left the camp yet?
In the vehicle.
Be advised, route is marked in black, north side of town, crossing the airstrip, straight to the IDAP facility. Everybody in front, Vic.
I don't know if I hit him, but he must be out of the mood.
The 4222.
4-2.
Alright, reference IDAP Alpha on the east side, correction, on the northeast corner of the IDAP camp. Looks like there's one person standing next to that truck, over.
Roger that, relay.
Still getting small arms. I don't know where.
All stations, control that on the compound.
Copy.
All stations, we are inbound time now.
I got eyes on the compound. Got eyes on the convoy.
4222.
4-2.
Marked. One each EI next to IDAP ambulance. The IDAP camp. Over.
For that 2-2.
Possibly trailing the convoy. Yeah, go ahead and trail him. I can't see him. You want me to drop flares?
I'm going to the camp.
Right, let me go nods on. I can see him. Are they just heading straight up to the field?
Station, be advised, 1-1 is going to be moving along the runway southwest to northeast at approximately 1 mic.
Watch.
Two-two's approaching the IDAP camp from the south.
We clear to go into the no-fly zone over the airfield.
I'm afraid I'll just have to get kicked out of country.
Got a control det on the... You got IED on the IDAP.
IDAP civilians are moving around. Look, my God.
Current location south of IDAP camp, one-time hangar on the west side.
I can go over it, I'm near it.
So are we.
Looks like the vehicle over there with HUDs on.
It looks armed. 223 looks like.
We're falling in on Bravo once they pass us.
Bravo.
Two, do you have eyes on me?
Getting both the medical building and this.
4227 got a vehicle inbound, looks armed.
Cleared hot, cleared hot.
All Thunder Places, Joker 4-1. Anything outside of this immediate AO, you are cleared hot. Type 3 control, light it the fuck up.
Ooh, shooting at me.
West.
traces in the air, all stations.
Tail rotor hit, red.
The way we came in.
Copy, have eyes on. It's coming from the hills about 600 meters out. I got movement, one-time truck, 310 for my pause.
Catch for rolling west.
Get this medical building.
Not at this time, break. Currently internal on the camp. I'm about to enter these tents, break. Either 4-1 or 4-2 will have eyes on. Wait at 2-7, RTB for damage.
Confirm, that was my thought.
I got small arms fire northwest on my pause, telling Malays.
Hey, I'm gonna keep Cope and myself here. I need the rest of the team to clear these tents just to our left-hand side, out to break. Probably about 50 meters down.
Dude, we got audible gunfire northeast of the camp, break. That's my viewpoints.
Copy, audible northeast.
2-2, good effect on target. Rerun west to east, if you, or east to west if you can, break. Cleared on rockets.
Hey, be advised.
Yeah, this is 2-3.
Clearing that tent and I'll let you guys know when to stop.
7's lost tail rotor inbound rearm repair.
Yeah, roger.
Fury, northwest of camp, break.
Guys, bring it back.
On your overhead on right contact, break. Possible dish come outside the wire.
Bravo, they're on the other side of the tunnel.
Copy, let's go ahead and break it down and push further to
Possible
the northwest.
C-step 2218, inaccurate.
Shitload of ammo and shit over here, but we are getting blitzed.
Copy. Go ahead and take point and take it slow.
2-1, a confirmed target. Right outside the wire, northwest end. Might be right on that ASR.
So that's you got to smuggle with a rocket. 422 and be advised, we got
2-2, one time. APQWS on target, 2218.
Okay, 221, stand by. Try something, I don't think I'm gonna like it.
Okay, 2-3.
Going in for that defuse.
Hey Frank, can you get set up to see if you can shoot the guy with a rocket? I'm gonna try and suppress him because I don't have time to try and turn off my laser and do all that stuff.
Yeah, roger. I just took off from Bush Lurker inbound. Give me a rough idea of where he's located and I'll set up. 2-2. Did you get my last?
A 2322, he's on the northwest of the IDAP camp. He's got a 23, or correction, it's Dishka. I don't have time to set up and turn off my laser and do a dumb rocket run.
Alright, northwest of IDAP camp.
It is marked on CTAB.
Roger, looking.
Alright,
building.
The fucking ID we need to pick up and go support X-ray. Let's move.
Pickup truck with the Dishka.
I see 2218. Is that it?
This is 4-1. We're taking accurate fire from the Dishcom to our northwest of the 10th.
Roger, we're trying to press now. Get free in position to take a shot.
Copy all.
Bypass, let's keep moving. Taking it slow.
Hold. You got a target to your north.
He's directly north of that one building right there.
If it's 2218, I got him.
But I'm going to orbit clear of him. I'm going to stay out of his way so you can smoke him.
Yeah, I'm still about 2 minutes out.
2127 inbound with the 47.
Yeah, you
Copy,
need to hold.
What's the BDA on that dish? Come over.
We're still working the target time now.
It seems to have gone cold at this time. Break. One's currently clearing the camp. We're about halfway through. Break.
Copy that. He's
guys are
parked
clear to pick it up
directly
to us.
across
You
the
guys are
building
good to
from you,
move.
so he's definitely to you.
Southwest.
Roger that.
Richie, I would either hold or park at the southwest end of the runway for now.
Acknowledged.
To request you push out west about 2 clicks towards the hilltops. Break. Try to get eyes on that vehicle from there. Over.
Copy.
Raj.
$742.
7.
7. Are you in an AH6?
Negative, CH-47.
Copy that. Break. Stand by HB1. The target is still active. Break. 2342.
23.
3. Push along the northwestern axis of the restricted airspace. Break. Get eyes on that vehicle. 2218 in defilade. Break. You're cleared hot on the PID. One-time APKWS.
Off
Yep,
north.
I have eyes. Setting up.
Roger that. Dutch begin now. Over and checking out the northeast corner. Break. Fishcombe, bit technical, still active. CTAB 2218.
Copy.
I got a combat vehicle, wheeled vehicle up here just below the ridge with some personnel.
20 EI down.
2-3 rifle.
Copy, right. Close, northwest.
Oh, just dispatching up stuff. Roger.
2-3 rifle.
Roger.
Flash.
From target.
Yeah, not getting the effect. I'm gonna throw another missile.
Okay, I got another threat for you.
Roger, we have a
Got him, I
secondary.
got him.
Sounds like ZU-23 out
Hit
in
him.
the hilltop northwest.
My laser on.
Rifle. All right, catastrophic. He's dismounted.
Clear hot on dismounts. We got an IED here on the northeast.
Alright, I've got a new anti-air threat to the north at the standby.
Let's go ahead and load that. Actually, let's go ahead and just send. Let's place charges on that. Whatever.
Remember, we have a repair LZ here at the field.
Images, but we need to get by it. We need to push that dish come out to the north.
Roger.
Okay, where is that AA threat?
Northwest, I'm lasing it now. I don't know why my rockets won't hit it. I know why I'm too close.
Northwest of where they were?
Yes, up on the side of the hill. He's shooting a bunch of tracers now.
Vehicle blue marker 0.
Thank you.
It's moving.
Tally.
Two actual, this is 4-1. X-ray call, advise and ready.
2-3 rifle.
4-1 copy, that'll be for 2-7. 2-1 is doing an emergency landing time now, I'm damaged. It's defused.
Rifle.
Okay, target destroyed.
Nice shot.
Copy.
4127 ready for extra.
Northeast and stand by for.
Both targets are currently destroyed. Set up security for X-ray call. Break.
Alright, let's move back to the VIX. Move towards the LZ that's marked to our southeast.
2-7, this is 4-1, advise and ready.
Zdeck.
2-7, this is 4-1, LZ white, grid 120179. Stand by for PAX count.
Okay, there's a large group of guys coming out from where we just hit that truck. My APKWS have 0 effect on them.
2-7, PAX count is roundabout 15 on LZ white. Be advised, LZ security is orange. Be advised, there is a threat. Break.
They went into that building at the base of that
Requesting
tower.
security be set up on loiter pattern, clockwise or counterclockwise on LZ white, 700 meters out. Break. Ready for ingress when able.
2-7 acknowledges inbound from the southeast.
What, missiles?
Copy, inbound southeast, we're staging.
Alright, does somebody in the little bird need to pick up Al?
Richie, that's gotta be you, I'm on the deck. Okay, I gotta go get the guys, then I'll grab him.
Grab the guys. Are you in a Chinook or something?
I am.
Alright.
2741
Then I'll pick them up.
Toby, can you help us start unloading everything out of this VIC as well? We're gonna try to get it.
7 acknowledges, wait 1.
Al, mark your position on the map when able.
Burning Blackhawk, west of objective. Burning Blackhawk, west of the objective.
Okay, I have one smoke plume west of the objective, looking for another smoke plume.
2142, call check.
Have you 5x5, how me?
Roger, Tally 22's burning Blackhawk to the west.
Copy that. I'm also damaged. I'm on the deck. Mark 2-1 on deck. I'll set the bird with demo and I'll just wait for someone to pick me up.
Copy that.
2 actual, this is 4-1. Are we gonna have security on that LZ?
It's just me. I think I'm good.
Copy that traffic.
827, break. 2-1, if we don't have security on that LZ, stand by. Disregard last year, clear for ingress.
Yeah, I
Advise
don't
ready
see
for
your
stroke.
burning wreck. Can you give me
7
just a grid?
acknowledges, can I get a lasso? Evading. Evading. I got lockdown approach.
Okay, I'm gonna be looking for him. And you're going to white?
Yeah.
Timestamp 2240 west of camp. Cover the extract.
I'm covering the extract because of this man-pad threat, but I don't see white inside the no-fly zone.
That man-pad came from the radar location that's on my current sensor.
Well, I don't know what you have on your sensor. .23 rifle.
3 rifle. What target?
Two tangos, looks like just south of the radar station.
Alpha, break it down. Forward.
2-3 rifle. Might be the cause of the man-pad.
2-3, say again. Getting locked on by man-pad, over?
No. I've got 2 EIs south of the radar station that might be responsible for the man-pads. Both EIs are now down.
Read that.
Okay. We still need to cover the extract, or are you guys good? Somebody help me out here. Where is white?
I think that was 27.
4223. Can you give me a timestamp or a location for the LZ?
Everybody give me an up.
I'm just up.
Roger, get back on the hangar. Move to the west side.
I'm okay.
Two actual, this is 4-1. We have mud on 27 break.
Where's that hangar?
Grid is LZ White 120179 break. Stand by for confirmation on pilot.
I'm in radio comms with 27. He's good. I see the fire from here.
The hangar that we were in before.
27's
Moving
on Bravo.
downhill for the
record for how many times you gotta patch me up.
Two actual, we're gonna need another pickup at LZ White.
Currently inside the hangar.
Now there ain't nobody to pick them up now, is there?
Well, the damn thing
412,
isn't
I'd be
marked.
advised.
That's
I
why I
don't see
couldn't
LZ1 on
find
the
it.
map. We're on C-tab. I'm on the deck. I may proceed over land to you guys' time now.
Copy
120175 is the vicinity of the IDAP
grid
camp.
is as follows, break.
Over, you good?
That's where they were at.
120, break 179.
Copy all.
Yeah, the map doesn't
inbound.
show it as LZ white. That's all I'm saying.
Copy. All right.
Okay, where are you at? I'm gonna pick you up now.
All right, look, I'm moving to the IDAP camp.
2-1, disregard Sierra on pickup. We have another bird spawn in right here. 27's gonna dust us off.
Nova.
Control det. 7's in the bird. 2, I'm gonna come get you.
I'm on the side of the hill, man. Get him out of here.
That was a control det of 2-1's aircraft.
Could you guys not use the Merlin there?
Let's get going.
I'm sure that the insurance company covering IDAP would be very upset if we did that.
7 spinning up. I think we still have that contract in force that we used earlier.
Whatever.
As I'm on foot, I'm rolling to you right now.
2-2's walking as well. I'm about 2 clicks out.
3741, all in, all in.
Yeah, I got your position. I'm gonna fly by and then I'm gonna do a hovering pickup.
Control deck, control deck.
Frank, I've moved east from that location marked on CTAC.
No, I was tracking you in real time.
Okay, I'm moving to a flat place.
Roger, if you can put on a strobe or something so I can see you.
2-1 and 2-7 are almost here. Do you want me to hold? Get them out of here.
Yeah, what's our ETA?
You guys ETA. A minute for me. A minute for 2-1.
Once they're looped in, you're clear to dust.
What you got on the other side of that wall?
I'm about 30 seconds out, Al.
Right, strobes out, couple lights.
Be
Yeah,
advised,
tally
2-1
your
is
strobe.
approaching on foot from the south.
27 once 2-1's close enough, you are clear to move.
Acknowledged. So I'm waiting on you. Al, where are you?
Waiting for Frank.
Frank's almost got him. I'm right outside of this wall here. I'm huffing. Right, as soon as you ran, it's going to get spicy unless that man-pad threat's not gone. Get on the ass gun. I'll deploy it. He's on approaching from your 4 o'clock. Joker, you should see me approaching from the 4 o'clock.
Copy 2-1. 27, you're clear to disembark.
On board.
Alright, 2-3's on deck.
Men.
Okay. Alright, 2-3's airborne. I have 2-2 with me. And we are we RTB?
A firm, let's take it back home.
Okay.
27's pull up, I'll slow.
Oh, what happened to my HUD?
Maybe because I got in.
Maybe, but I still have control, which is a good thing. Let's see. Oh, there you go. I just turned it on. That's interesting. I turned off.
27 and 2-3, I'm slowing.
A lot of smoke back there for some reason.
Hey. 5 foot. 3, 2. Wheels are on the ground.
All right.